everyone, this is Jay from The Crazy Life of Jay. This video today is actually for Gina Burnett and of course anyone else who can benefit from it. But Gina reached out to me and asked if I would do another video after the setup video I recently did to go into a little bit more detail on how I'm using the A to Z tabs in my Malden as sort of a filing section, or a filing cabinet, I suppose. Malden is as stuffed as always, getting a little bit more stuffed with the end of the year and holidays. Starting to show a little bit of wear. The binding you can really see through the back. I think that's just because I have so much stuff in it, so I've been kind of paying attention to notice that I can start to see that, and I need to get in here and kind of slim some of this stuff out. But I wanted to, I'm not going to do a whole setup this time around. I'm really just going to focus on the A to Z section. So back here, I've had this what I call the ETC, my etc. section for a long time, and what I used to do is literally just throw anything and everything back there. Blog post ideas, Christmas lists, anything was back there, but there really wasn't much of an order. I would sometimes do a top tab. Sometimes I would just have to flip through, 15 or 20 pages to find exactly what I was looking for. So that got a little bit frustrating. So I remember that I had an extra set of A through Z tabs lying around. So I figured I would just start filing things like I would in any other filing cabinet. But I really wanted it to grow organically, so I apologize to Gina and anyone else watching if it's a little bit boring, because it's really not that full yet. I mean, this is the entire section, and a lot of that is taken up by the section dividers themselves. So it's not too full yet, but I'm getting there. So I'll just flip through and show you some of the things that I keep in here, and then, see if it helps anyone else out if they're, contemplating this system. So literally behind the ETC tab starts the tabs, and I'm just going to flip through them all and show you what I've got. And if you have any questions or comments or ideas, always please feel free to leave them in the comments below. One of the other things I always hear about this system is people are nervous that, well, if I file something, I'm not sure if I'm going to remember where I filed it when I'm looking for it again. I haven't really had a problem with that, and anytime I do, I just think, okay, if I were going to go file that now for the first time, where would I put it? And 9.9 times out of 10, that's where I find it. So it's really worked well for me. Literally under A through B, I have things like blog post ideas, all the way to completely silly things like future baby names. Babies are not in my future for a couple more years, but we talk about it, and whenever I think of a name that might work, we jot it down, because already we've noticed it's hard to find names that we both agree on. So blog post ideas. This is my husband's photography company and ideas on how we want to expand it in the future. So under A and B, there's blog post ideas, all kinds of stuff. C and D, I have Christmas menu for things I want to make. I filed that because it's a C. Down here I have something that I actually crocheted for my Filofax, which hopefully I'll be able to reveal that soon. So I just have a little slip that jotted down a stitch count. I have my Christmas wish list in here. So I'm using the system of the person and ideas I have, and then the person and what I got them, and then checking off when it's done. But since it's a C, it goes under Christmas lists. Same thing under Christmas card lists. Everything goes under C, so it's really easy to find. And then these things after Christmas aren't going to stay in here. They'll get pulled out, but what I like to do, because I'm a sentimental freak, is I'll probably end up pulling these out and filing them and archiving them with my December weekly pages, just so that I can go back and look, and especially for gift ideas and things like that for next year, it's nice to make sure I'm not getting someone the same thing 2 years in a row. Under E and F, I literally just have a little note that my mother-in-law left on my car. Put it under F because it's family, just didn't want to throw it away. It was kind of sentimental, so I kept it in there. Under G and H, I have a home 1343, that's our street number, to build list for our house, things that we want to build. And then I also have my hairdresser, so my hairstylist is in there, so I keep her business card in there, which I guess I technically don't need because now her number's in my phone. So like I said, with this system, the only other thing I've noticed is it's really important to schedule time to go through, once a week, once a month, whatever fits you best, to go through and pull the things you don't really need, because technically this doesn't really need to be in there anymore. And then under I and J, under J I have some clipped in information for jobs, business cards, contact information, things like that. So that is something I just clipped right to the divider itself. And then this one's another kind of silly one, but my husband and I dehydrate our own beef jerky. So I have a little record tracker under J for jerky on, you know, the date, how much we spent on it, what type of marinade we did, how long it went, etc., etc. So silly little things that most people probably won't need, but it's beneficial to me to have there. Here we go. As you can see under K and L, there's nothing. So like I said, the system is really growing organically. I'm not trying to overstuff my already overstuffed Malden. So if anything goes in this section soon, great. If not, it'll stay empty. Under M and N, I have a chart of projects that I want to do for my now empty Etsy shop, but hopefully full soon. So I have that under Mint Jelly Designs for projects that I'm working on for people, gifts, and then also things I want to get up on to that Etsy shop. And then I also have movies to see. Not too many on this list right now. I really need to go back in. Usually I only use this list if I'm like in the video store, because I'm one of those people that still actually goes to Family Video. And if I see something that I really want to watch, I'll take a picture of the cover and then I'll write it down when I get home. Another thing that can come out, my packing list. Under P, I always keep packing lists for any trips that I have coming up. Clearly, I don't need my Thanksgiving packing list anymore, so this will get pulled out and archived with my November pages. So that was in there. Q and R, I have a list of racks that I've sent for the Filofax Filorack group. And then I was doing some religious studies, and it's all very new to me, so I just did a little cheat sheet of religious terminology that was being used in the book that I was reading. So that's all that's under R. S and T is pretty empty and boring. U and V, the only thing in here right now is I have, these are the sheets that came with my organized mum inserts. Sorry for the jostle. So this is a vehicle information sheet, and obviously I've not filled it out yet, but I did put it under V so that I remember to go back in and fill it out for our cars and motorcycles, and that'll live there in that section, so that we always have our VIN numbers, etc., etc. Under WX, all I have right now is just a little silly personal wish list. Doesn't have much on it, and the things that are on it I probably can't afford for a long time, except maybe the curling wand. But I just keep a little wish list in here if I see something. You know, this is the time of year people are looking for gift ideas, and I have a birthday in February, so just kind of jotting things down so that I always have some ideas of, you know, if I win the lottery. And then I'm pretty sure under Y and Z is empty as well. So really that's it. There's not too much in here so far, but it's really useful instead of, you know, flipping through. I mean, I had, what, maybe 10, 12 things in there, but flipping through it all individually is going to take time that I don't have to spend flipping through. So it's a lot easier to say, hey, we're making jerky again. Let's go back and see what cut of meat we did last time and how long we marinated it, how long we cooked it, etc. So it's a lot easier to go back through and, you know, track. If I have a crochet project idea, flip to M and jot it down. So it's a lot simpler just to go through. I haven't noticed that the dividers take up that much space right now. Obviously, I like a stuffed binder. I am hoping to get my entire week on 2 pages for 2014 in here at one time, so obviously that is going to make this a little bit fatter, but I think my goal will be to probably take out some of those store cards that I don't use as frequently, because I'm really, this system with A to Z tabs is really working out well for me. So I think that that's it. If there are any further questions or comments or anything along those lines, please feel free to leave them down below in the comments, and this video will also be on the blog, so you can always comment there or find me on the Filofax Facebook groups, and hope you all are having a wonderful day. Bye.